4 years after her death, Jayalalitha's big Marina Beach memorial was unveiled today on the iconic Marina Beach in Chennai. Chief Minister Edappadi Palaniswamy, Deputy Chief Minister O. Paneerselvam, who've been to the Samadhi of MGR many times on Marina Beach, are unveiling this huge, very symbolic memorial to one of the most towering Chief Ministers of Tamil Nadu just weeks before the election. No coincidences there. Take a look. A sea of red and black at the Marina Beach. Thousands of AIADMK cadre thronging the iconic Chennai location for their Amma. Jayalalitha's mega memorial, that of a phoenix rising from the ashes, unveiled amidst a huge show of strength.
After 2 years of construction with a budget of 79.95 crores, behind us is what you see called as Amma Memorial. This is a place former Chief Minister Jayalalitha has been buried, and this became a point of significance after the 2017 historical meditation by the current Deputy Chief Minister.
Amma's memorial event reeked of political symbolism. An attempt by Chief Minister EPS to show off who's the boss in the ruling AIADMK.
But then ADMK wants to prove that in Tamil Nadu, they are the boss, and in the upcoming elections, BJP can't have its way, though there is a popular say or the talk that is going around that BJP has always controlled the Tamil Nadu government, but it's no more like that. And that is what OPS and EPS, especially EPS, I would say this is more to do with EPS than OPS to prove his strength.
An effort by the party to put up a united front, a smiling OPS and EPS walking beside each other. And on a day when Chinnamma was released from prison in Bengaluru.
I think for Edappadi, Sasikala is a concern or a competitor. Today, Mr. Edappadi is all focused towards DMK and bringing them down.
From OPS's Dharma Yuddham to Sasikala's vow before heading to jail, Jayalalitha's memorial has been the site of some historic political turning points in the state, and expect the Amma legacy war will only now escalate in the run-up to the Tamil Nadu Assembly elections. With Pramod Madhav in Chennai, Bureau Report, India Today. And let's make no mistake, there were no coincidences here. The memorial was unveiled on the very same day and timed with the day when Shashikala would be free from prison after over 3.5 years behind bars. That's right, AMMK leader Shashikala, who was Jayalalitha's closest confidant, is free from jail, and the memorial opening was timed with her release today almost to send out a message. Take a look. 4 years in jail on corruption charges. 4 years after she was arrested, right before she made a move for the Tamil Nadu throne, Sasikala is free today. Jayalalitha's famous aide won't be emerging in public just yet though. She's still in hospital, down with COVID. Sasikala knows well that her mentor's memorial was being unveiled in Chennai on the same day, perfectly timed with her formal release from prison. A sharp message from EPS-OPS on who controls the Amma legacy. But Sasikala's family is already waiting to plug her back into the political battlefield.
Sharing our happiness to you that she has come out. And after getting the advice of the doctors only, we will decide about her when to take back to Tamil Nadu.
Chennai has been agog with talk of the impact that Chinnamma will have in the coming state assembly election. Of course, as a convict, Sasikala cannot contest the upcoming election or hold any office for at least another 4 years. But her release just weeks before the election has set the proverbial cat among the pigeons. When she was convicted in 2017, her former aides in the ruling AIADMK, including Chief Minister EPS, had removed her from party posts. Undeterred by this unceremonious turn of events, a faction led by her nephew TTV Dinakaran came together and launched the Amma Makkal Munnetra Kazhagam or AMMK. The party famously went on to win the assembly by-election in the RK Nagar constituency that was vacated by Jayalalitha's death and secured close to 6% of the vote in the 2019 general election, proving that Sasikala was a force to reckon with. Her return now fuels speculation on whether she can ever patch up with the AIADMK, which disowned her or the far likelier possibility of pursuing her own path with the AMMK. And despite these memorable images from Jayalalitha's funeral in 2016, observers believe that it is the BJP that has set an ultimatum for the AIADMK against any thought of rebuilding bridges with Sasikala. The EPS camp is putting on a defiant face, but any false moves by them could push Chinnamma into a corner. Of course, after 4 years in prison, it is not yet clear if Chinnamma wants to be in politics at all or lead a quiet life. Even an announcement by Sasikala that she is entering politics, if it came to that, would have its own impact. For now, everyone's waiting for her first word. With Nolan Pinto in Bengaluru and Pramod Madhav in Chennai, Bureau Report, India Today. Nolan Pinto is live with me from Bengaluru for more. Nolan, large crowds of people had gathered outside the Victoria Hospital as the papers were processed for Shashikala's emergence. What is the latest? When do you think she's going to be out of hospital?
Well, Shiv, as of 11 a.m. today, she is free. She's no more a prisoner. In fact, the authorities from the Parappana Agrahara Central Prison came over there and completed all the formalities. But like you rightly mentioned, Shiv, the supporters over there outside the Victoria Hospital, at least about 400, close to about 500 were all there. They were just waiting for that one word, but one statement from TTV Dinakaran that Chinnamma, how she's popularly known, is no more a prisoner. However, when will she be discharged? That's the big question, because as of now, the protocol states that the 10th day from the day that you're admitted over there and you're asymptomatic, that is when you'll be able, that's when they will discharge her. So 20th is when she was brought to the Bowring Hospital, 21st to the Victoria Hospital, and it was the second RT-PCR test where she turned positive. That is when they found that she was COVID positive.
Yes.
So one can assume that maybe about on the 31st or the 1st that she will be discharged. But there are two more things to be done. Today, what our sources tell us, in the hospital, a swab test will be done, an RT-PCR test. Again, on the 30th, there might be another one. And if both of them are negative, then 31st or 1st, she might just head towards Chennai.
Nolan, thanks very much for that. Well, what are the options in front of Shashikala? Let's take you through very broad options. Remember, anything can happen in politics. But here are the broad options in front of Shashikala. An alliance with the AIADMK seems quite unlikely. They say never in politics, but she had an unceremonious ouster from the AIADMK before she went to jail, and it doesn't look like that patch-up's going to happen. Could she merge her party, the AMMK, back with the AIADMK? That party is under the control of her nephew, TTV Dinakaran. That also is unlikely to happen. Could she fight it out alone as the AMMK? Remember that Shashikala herself cannot be a politician. She's barred as a convict. She can't hold office or contest elections for at least 4 years. But will her power be wielded by the AMMK to draw voters? And there's always the possibility that she'll say, look, I've had COVID, I've spent 4 years in jail, I don't want any more of this nonsense, and quit political life altogether. So those are the possibilities, but we don't know just yet until Chinnamma herself makes some kind of signal. Narayanan Tirupati, spokesperson of the BJP, Sumant C. Raman, well-known political analyst, Pugarendi, spokesperson of the AIADMK, all with us. Mr. Pugarendi, coming to you first. Sir, the unveiling of the Amma Memorial today was a very nice event. Congratulations on that. We were all watching that. But the other fact is, it was obviously timed. It was obviously timed, Mr. Pugarendi, with the release of Shashikala. It's like you were sending out a big message to her about who really has Amma's legacy in their hands.
Good evening to India Today. First of all, thanks for the history. What are all you told is very correct. I am not denying. You covered everything very beautifully. But this Amma's Memorial opening today, it was announced on 19th January this month, well before Shashikala's release was formally announced. The kind of information, no way connected to this and that kind of information. This because of matching that I don't know, fortunate, unfortunate, these dates are tallied. So one thing, the second thing, that she is not well, the COVID-19 positive. She must take a rest also sometime. So I was the person, I was with her, with the TTV Dinagaran, the kind information, I am the main reason of start this party, and also I support her. Later only I came back and joined AIDMK as a spokesperson of, already a spokesperson of the party.
Yeah.
This is the kind information. So there is that another 6 years, you explained now.
Yeah, I did.
Another 6
No,
years.
Answer one direct
she's not
question.
able to
Mr. Pugarendi,
conduct the
answer one
election.
direct question. Okay, yeah, no, we understand that she cannot contest elections. Just answer two questions very sharply for me. Is there any possibility of any kind of patch up between AIADMK and Shashikala? Could there be a merger between the two parties, or is that out of the question?
That you are asking the question. The last week, the chief minister, when he was there in the Delhi, ruled out very clearly, told it is impossible to pack because I am explaining, sir, very important.
Yes.
You also should, everyone should come to know, because after this jail that convicted, now she went to jail. That was the time the Sasikala was announced the deputy general secretary of the party, this TTV Dinagaran. The TTV Dinagaran already expelled from after Jayalalitha, the former chief minister of Tamil Nadu, former general secretary of the party. There is a misunderstanding between the TTV Dinagaran and us. That is the main issue. So after the misunderstanding, they challenged the 2 leaves. They challenged the general secretary post. They challenged this all before the Election Commission of India. I am also one of the interveners.
We also heard,
totally they have failed.
We heard the Chief Minister. We heard Chief Minister EPS also ruling out any possibility of a patch up. Mr. Tirupati, to bring you in on this, many people are saying that the BJP was seeing the kind of mixed reactions within the AIADMK as far as Shashikala is concerned, and got a little apprehensive about it, and that the BJP has sent a word saying that please don't even think about patching up or rebuilding any bridges with Shashikala, because that will be very damaging. Was the BJP behind it?
Shiv, why should BJP bother or concern about what is happening in the internal matters of AIADMK? We are no way concerned, and we don't want that also. We have our own party which is developing in Tamil Nadu like anything. And of course, AIADMK is our alliance partner. They are heading the NDA here. So we never bother about their internal matters. Shashikala joining AIADMK or not is purely an internal matter of AIADMK.
Because the reason, Mr. Tirupati, is that Shashikala, even though she may not have a direct political role owing to her status as an ex-convict out of jail, she could still wield quite a bit of influence, and she may be key to, making a political mark. She's proven that with the AMMK and the RK Nagar constituent election as well. So, she may be a force to reckon with, and the BJP needs all the help it can get on the ground.
No, AIADMK has got very talented and experienced leaders in them itself, and they know what is good and what is bad for the party. We are aligned only with AIADMK, not with any other individual. So it is for the AIADMK to decide. The party has to decide to whether take Ms. Shashikala in or not. All those things are their internal matters. We don't have any business to interfere in their affairs.
Okay, you're being very gracious about it, but we know what happens behind the scenes as far as... I understand. I'm not. With great respect, after all, politics is all about relationships, so I'm not going to disrespect that. Sumant C. Raman, how do you see this, sir? Shashikala is coming out now. She's not a nobody. I mean, she's been in jail, she's been out of the picture for a long time, but she's anything but a nobody. And there's a lot of anticipation and speculation about what kind of role she's going to play. What do you think?
Yeah. Shiv, first of all, congratulations on your elevation. I just wanted to add, as far as Shashikala is concerned, we have to understand two things. Please ask Mr. Narayanan whether Mr. Dinakaran had a meeting with some BJP senior leaders in Delhi a couple of weeks ago.
No.
Please also ask him whether, no, it was extensively reported in the media, including in very reputed media outlets. Point number one. Point number two. Let me.
Okay, unfortunate. Yeah, finish your point,
No, I'm
Sumant.
back. Yes, hello.
Yeah, so Sumant, finish your point. We lost you for a moment.
Yeah. Mr. Gurumurthy, who is seen to be very close to the BJP, he made a statement at the Tughlaq annual function where he actually said it may be the AIADMK.
Okay, there is some problem there with
Shiv.
Yeah, 15 seconds. 15 seconds. Yes, Mr. Narayan. Quickly,
Shiv.
because we're losing that bandwidth.
If Suman says that what Mr. Gurumurthy says that is BJP's opinion, then even I can easily say that whatever Suman says, he is talking against BJP or something. See, he is a journalist and he has got his own views like what Mr. Sumant has got. I have very, very clearly said so many times that there is no meeting, and I don't know how these people are bringing in as if they were sitting.
We leave it there.
Or somebody else.
We leave it there for the moment. I'm losing that line. We leave it there for the moment. Thank you very much to all of you for joining me. But obviously, this discussion is going to go forward. Sashikala is free, but we're still to hear from the AMMK about what her role is going to be. I will continue to update our viewers on that. We've got some breaking news coming in now.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.